What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Birds. Eagles signed Tariq Woolen, Super Bowl champion right now, right off the Seattle Seahawks. Woolen with a very up and down career there. Been benched several times due to, reporting from Seattle Seahawks beat reporters that he's been really in his own head and not really been focusing too much. A very emotional person. Worked a lot on that the past year, but too many times let his tempers get away with him. When he's on, though, when he's locked in, Woolen is one of the best cornerbacks, or can be one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Extremely sticky in coverage. We're going to see that here on the tape to kind of see what kind of player the Eagles are getting here. It's a one-year deal. It's $12 million base, total value of $15 million with incentives. So it's really Eagles are banking. Tariq Woolen is banking on himself. And a terrific situation to do so in a defense that often puts a cornerback in an island, and you have Quinn Mitchell on one side, Tariq Woolen on the other, Cooper DeJean flying around. It's really a match made in heaven for Tariq Woolen in that if he comes back to the level that he's been on the first 2 years with the Eagles here, he's setting himself up for a massive payday come next offseason. In which case, Eagles might be staring at a third-round compensatory pick if they get us in the best-case scenario. But let's take a look at what kind of player they're getting in Tariq Woolen. One of my biggest takeaways from watching Woolen is that he plays a lot like Quinn Mitchell, in that he has a lot of reps where you were thinking, ooh, is this going to be a holding call? Are they going to call anything on this? Defensive pass interference? But rarely do they actually call it. The sticking to penalties, the one thing that's been primarily an issue with Woolen are taunting penalties and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Actually, not too many holding penalties in his repertoire. But you see on a play like this, he's lined up here to the top. He's playing man coverage. You got safety help over the top. So he doesn't want he doesn't want to give up the underneath stuff here. Okay, he knows that he's got help over the top of him. And you see that immediately in how he plays this, and that he's super aggressive. He doesn't back off in any way. He's not concerned about what's deep because that's where he's got his safeties. Super aggressive there to begin with. Establishing some contact here. You got Justin Jefferson going inside, and then you see that the little the grabby grab, very subtle, but it's one of the things that helps a corner decide or help them track whether the receiver's going inside or outside. See, right here, he's got his hands on in the pockets of Jefferson, but he's not tugging him. He's not holding him down. And even as Jefferson is turning, he's not grabbing a hold of him because he's athletic enough to completely run with him as soon as he knows where he's going. So right there, is there a little tug? Probably not. He's letting go of him, and even as he's turning right there, doesn't tuck anything. But he keeps jabbing at him. He keeps letting him know where he's at. And that's one of the things that those small subtleties, when you have a corner that is as athletic as Woolen. See here, yeah, you can see a little bit of a tug right there, maybe. But I mean, it's close, and you have to pause it really to see that. But as he's turning, he's not grabbing on, he's not holding on to him. That's the same when you watch Quinn Mitchell. A lot of small tugs, where there's small holdings where he has a hand on the guy, but not tugging him away. Really good coverage here on a difficult route to defend. That inside release break inside after. Almost gets the pick. Get him again here. Man coverage to the top. Has safety help. So not too worried about what's going on deep. He knows that he can run with the guy. He's got the safety help coming in here in the middle. QB is looking that way, looking him off. Well, that allows Woolen to basically run the route with the receiver here to the top on that deep curl route. Gets a hand on there as he's coming across. Has the speed to stick with him. And then runs it right with him there to contest the pass. Really sticky coverage. Awesome coverage here to the top. Once again, man coverage. Lined up right in his face. Super aggressive play style out here. Has safety help over the top. And once again, gets that hand on the hip of the receiver. Doesn't tuck, doesn't hold, doesn't pull, anything like that. But he gets a hand on the hips of him, and then has the speed to run with him all the way through here. So when he's starting to turn, he's feeling he's feeling the movement. He's feeling where he's supposed to go. And then breaks inside with him here. Super sticky coverage here. On what's supposed to be a good man beater here. Going inside here. All these crossing routes, in breakers here. That inside release going upfield and then break inside. That's a good man beater, but Woolen, good coverage. Remember that if you want to support the show, you can go to Buy Me a Coffee. Breaking the Birds. So Buy Me a Coffee, Breaking the Birds. Really, really appreciate when you guys show support to the channel. Whether it's comments, likes on the videos, really appreciate that. But also like the coffees here, man, they just mean something. Thank you to everyone who's donated, and let's get back. Ooh, this one is impressive. This is really, really nice to see. You got the athleticism of Woolen on full display. You got Jordan Addison down here at the bottom. One-on-one coverage, no safety help. Mano a mano down here. And you got double move, okay? So that hitch and go. Super difficult to defend this. A lot of time for Addison to work this route here. First, outside release. Good release off the line here. Boom. Doesn't get a really good release to a point where Woolen doesn't get a hand on him initially. Advantage Addison. Breaking back here. Gets Woolen a little bit out of his step. A little bit of a Euro step as he's coming in there. So he gets a foot on him. Gets a foot of separation. Release. Trying to go back. Then go upfield right here. So there's the separation. Now this is when you want the athleticism, the speed here, the long speed and catch-up speed of Tariq Woolen to come into display. Gets helped by the fact that we're nearing the end zone right here. So there's only that much room you can throw the ball unless it goes out of bounds. So Addison has to stop a little bit and come back for it. But Woolen gets in good position here to break up the pass here last second. Also even gets his head turned, okay? So you're not in danger of a pass interference on it. Good feeling of when the ball is coming, turning the head. Catches up well to him, breaks up the pass. Smothers TJ Hawkinson down here, one-on-one coverage. Good physicality on him. We're going against a big guy like that. Gets his hands on here first. Then sticks with him to a point where Hawkinson runs into him. That's why he doesn't get called for the pass interference here as well. Reroutes him to begin with. Gets a hand on him here. And then basically runs right into him here. So no forcible contact. Nothing egregious. No penalties on it. Just good sticky coverage on a big target. See that once again here. See again, TJ Hawkinson. Physicality on it right here. Within 5 yards, get contact. Don't pull him, don't tug him, but get contact on him and then keep your hands in the same position when you're coming in so the contact is made beyond 5 yards. And then basically runs the route with him. This one is tough. Justin Jefferson, drag route, man coverage. But I will say this is third down, okay? Third down and long. Woolen is right there to the top. There is no reason to play this overly aggressive. He gets 5 yards on the play. So I understand if Woolen's mindset here is I need to make sure he doesn't beat me deep. Also a good route from Jefferson. But I mean, context of down and distance, not a big issue. Good long speed down here. Against, I believe it's Justin Jefferson going on post corner. Good long speed. Okay. Good recognition of the pattern here. Comes back, goes inside. When Jefferson comes inside and he's breaking on the corner, boom, he flies with him downfield. Nice speed on display. All right, second down, we got another target here against Woolen. Down here at the bottom, man coverage. Cover one man. Practically has safety help over the top, but that safety is supposed to cover everything behind. So obviously vulnerable. Comeback route from I believe it's Naylor. And look at how he practically runs the route for him here. Gets a hand on first here. Stampless, all right, where is he? Running with him in his back pocket, trust his speed, so that when he's turning, he can basically run his route. And force an incompletion. Perfect play. This one is a little bit tough. You got one-on-one coverage against Justin Jefferson at the bottom. Third down. a comeback route. Outside release gets Woolen a little bit off his feet to begin with. But look at the coverage. He's right there with him all day long. Sticks right in his back pocket as he's coming across here. Oh, excuse me, as he's going downfield. And as he's turning with him. If he looks for the ball right here, if he turns and looks for the ball, it's right there in front of him. There's the ball. He's already turned. If you get his head around, he's in prime position to make that pick. So it's small things. He's right there with him. Terrific coverage, small details. Here's where we see he gets a little grabby. Man coverage against Justin Jefferson. Loses him completely as he's coming inside here. And that's where he wants to get his hand on him so he can track him here. But he gets out of balance here. And then it becomes a tuck. And then it becomes a hold. Yeah, he probably has the speed to catch up with him downfield here. But he's obviously concerned that he's going to give up the touchdown because he knows that he doesn't have the safety help all the way down. Yeah. Awesome coverage at the top here. Really sticky man coverage press here. Gets a hand on the guy. Awesome footwork. Just runs his route. Terrific coverage here on T.J. Hawkinson. Man. Tough route to defend here. Hawkinson going aside. Once again, that inside release. And then break inside. Sticky coverage on him right here. But also at the catch point. Gets a little bit of help here as well from the safety. But initially, really good coverage here and gets his hand in at the catch point where Hawkinson can control the pass as he's getting right to him. See it right here on the right side. Catches, and swipes it away.